it?
It's Peter.
Peter?
Your son?
I know who you are. I've got a few marbles left, you know. I just wish you'd called.
Yeah, well, I did, but you're engaged. You know, you really shouldn't spend so much time on the internet. It's not healthy. Mum, you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I just don't like surprise visits.
Well, look, you're going to let me in. I've got something important to show you.
I never thought you'd go behind my back like this. Especially you.
This isn't personal. There's bound to be some overlap when it comes to patient care.
All we've been doing is informing our patients.
I was looking after half the people on this list while you were still training.
Then maybe they're ready for a change.
Oh, really?
Yes, this place is run like it's in the 1950s. And if you'd listened to my proposals in the first place, this situation could have been avoided.
Mark, I don't think this is going to help.
I'm sorry you find my methods so old-fashioned. When you're running your own practice, perhaps you might bear in mind that there is a lot more to being a doctor than spreadsheets and databases.
Perhaps we could all calm down, please.
And if you really think that I'm going to roll over while you two undermine everything that I've worked for, you are seriously mistaken. And if it's a fight you want, you've got one.
Fine. Where are you going?
If you two want to turn this into some kind of contest, then be my guest. I've got patients to see.
That'll be the meeting adjourned then.
It's pretty exclusive. You wouldn't believe the strings I had to pull to get you a place.
It's a home, Peter. I am not going in a home. Not yet.
I thought you'd be pleased. I've brought all the forms.
I don't care what you've brought. I've lived in this house for almost 50 years. You can't make me leave.
Mum, I'm not trying to make you do anything. Please. Please, just look at the brochure. It's what Dad would have wanted.
How do you know what he wanted? You were always too busy making money. How often did you go to that hospital? Twice?
I'm just trying to do the right thing. Look after your mum. It was one of the last things he ever said to me.
I'm fine, dear. Really, I am. This place is so full of memories. You, your dad.
But Mum, that fall you had.
Well, I'm still here, aren't I? And they gave me a new hip, free of charge.
But what happens if you have another bad fall and this time you can't get to the phone? What then?
You know, we all really appreciate you giving up your time like this. Without people like you, the youth drugs program would just go under.
Well, I'm glad I can help. I mean, I can give him the facts, but he always see me as this authority figure. You really seem to get through to him.
Yeah, well, it's early days yet. Once the honeymoon period's over, most of them end up back in the streets. And you're stuck in some damp church hall lecturing 3 men and a dog on the dangers of crack cocaine.
Sounds like you've run quite a few of these programs.
Oh, please. I've been to all the glamour spots. Glasgow, Manchester, Hull, and now Lethbridge.
How are you finding it?
To be honest, one big yawn. Why is it all the nice men are either straight or taken?
Men?
Oh, come on. You must have guessed. It's not like I ever had to sit my parents down and break it to them gently.
No, not at all. Look, I was wondering, what are you doing tonight?
Why, you dark horse, you?
No, I didn't mean me.
Of course you didn't.
No, I was asking because, look, there's this friend of mine and...
Yeah?
I expect you'll want to be getting back to work. How's it going?
Oh, well, it never stops, but, you know me, I thrive on pressure. Why are Dad's clothes hanging up on the washing line?
The charity shop, Cancer Relief. They called around to see if I had anything I didn't need anymore. I was just giving them an airing. I know he's gone, Peter. I'm not completely mad. Not yet.
So you're throwing all his things out, just like that?
Well, you want me to give up a lot more than a few old jumpers.
This isn't about me. I just don't think you can cope anymore.
And I think you should leave.
But, Mum!
This is still my house. Now get out.
I can't keep that place open forever. Look, I'll come back later when you've calmed down.
Morning, sweetheart.
And the home has a great reputation. It was meant to be a surprise.
And she hit the roof. Well, your mother's a very strong-willed woman. How long has she been living alone?
5 years. Ever since my dad, Albert Walker, died.
Can't have been easy for her.
Yeah, she misses him a lot. Well, we both do, but... I don't know, lately she's started to behave really strangely.
So you think the problem isn't just physical?
Well, I wish it was. I mean, she still has problems getting around, but... she... Look, I'm sorry, I know you have a lot of patients to see.
No, that's all right. You take your time.
This morning, she didn't seem to recognize me. She wouldn't let me in. And she was putting out Dad's old things, like he was still alive. Do you think you could see her, make some sort of assessment?
Yeah, sure. Shouldn't be a problem. Hang on, I'll just check my book.
Can you see him yet?
Oh, hang on. Oh, there he is.
2 sugars, yeah?
Oh, yes, please.
Well, what do you think?
Not bad. A bit older than I expected, but... And if I didn't know any better, I'd say he'd a thing for the women in the fussy blouse.
What? Let me take a look. No, that's not Ollie. There he is.
There you go, babe.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well?
I'd better go get my glad rags on.
Clumsy old fool.
You all right in there?
I'm fine.
Thought I heard someone call my name.
No, you're the stupid old fool.
Oh, right you are. Sorry. All right. Is this about my paperwork? I know I'm a bit behind.
No, there's nothing like that. I've got a bit of a surprise for you. What are you doing tonight after work?
The usual. Stack of washing, microwave meal for one, bed.
Excellent. Leather bar, 7-ish.
Okay.
I've got a really good feeling about tonight.
You do?
Yeah, I think you and Simon are really going to hit it off.
Simon? Who's Simon? Oh, please tell me you haven't set me up on a blind date.
There you go. That was a very silly thing you did, you know.
Oh, I've got to do things for myself.
What did Peter want?
Oh, he wants to put me in a home with a lot of other old dears. Oh, he worries too much. He always has. If it isn't me, it's that business of his. He's a good boy, really.
Yeah.
Greg, how's it going? Oh, you're kidding. I sent those over last week. Juliet, get me Greg's file now. Yeah, look, if it's a fault at this end, heads will roll, you know that. Look, can I phone you back? No, I know, this is my top priority, I swear. Yeah, just 5 minutes? Yeah, cheers, mate. Darling, this had better be important. No, they've all been paid. I sent the cheques last week. No, don't worry, love. No, nothing's going to get cut off. Well, something might, if I don't get off the phone soon. 2 of my biggest clients have just walked in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, love you too. Bye.
Do you think I need to be in care?
Of course I do. That's what I'm here for.
That'll be the doctor.
Doctor?
Yeah, she's coming round to give me a checkup. I'll say one thing for Peter, he doesn't waste any time. No, you stay put.
No trouble.
No, I have to do this on my own, love. Besides, that doctor's a pretty young thing. I don't want you flirting with her.
I only have eyes for you.
Oh, wish me luck.
So you've heard nothing from David at all?
Not a word. I don't know where he is, what he's doing. I've left messages on his mobile, begging him to get in contact with me. Sorry, Oliver, I must look a right state.
You look fine.
You're a worse liar than I am. Guess I just need somebody to shake me out of this, tell me I'm being ridiculous. And I am, haven't I?
I don't know. I'm not really an expert at that sort of thing.
You're always so serious. You should enjoy yourself while you're young, free and single. When you're older, it gets more complicated. Right, well, I'd better get back to work. Thanks for listening.
Anytime.
Oh, hi. If I'd known you'd still be here, I'd have bought 2.
Now's not really a good time. I was just telling your mother my opinion on her physical and mental condition. But if you want to, maybe you'd like to wait upstairs for a few minutes?
Nah, there's no need. Me and Mum don't have any secrets from each other. You all right, Mum?
I'm fine, dear.
Just thought I'd pop over, see how you are.
Well, I'll just put these in water.
No, those can wait. You stay there. Sure the doctor wants to get on.
Are you sure you don't want to discuss this in private?
I might as well get it over with.
Well, based on what I've seen, I'm afraid your general mobility has deteriorated. I'd recommend 2 sticks or possibly a walking frame. Now, I could also see that the stairs were a problem for you. In an ideal world, you'd be living in single-story accommodation that's been designed with your needs in mind.
Yeah, it's for the best, Mum.
But you've coped so far, and if you make a few changes, I don't see why you can't stay in your own home.
What?
You could think about getting a stair lift. Now, if you can't afford one, social services might be able to help with the cost. And there's a series of exercises I could recommend to improve the mobility you do have.
Oh, I don't believe I'm hearing this.
I know you're concerned.
You've no idea.
Peter, please.
You asked for my opinion, and I'm giving it. I think your mother is capable of looking after herself.
Yeah, well, I think you're wrong, and I'm going to get a second opinion.
Don't I have a say in this?
I mean, she might seem lucid now, but she doesn't know where she is half the time, or even what year it is.
That's not true.
I mean, you should have seen her this morning. She was hanging out Dad's old clothes. He's gone, Mum.
I know. If he was here, you wouldn't be talking to me like this.
My mother needs to be somewhere where they can look after her. She can't cope with living alone.
She isn't alone.
Hi, this is Faith and Jerry's residence. We can't take your call right now. Leave a message after the tone.
Faith, are you there? If you are, pick up. It's really important. Faith.
What do you want, Ben?
Oh, I need to speak to you. Can I come round tonight?
I don't think I could handle visitors. What's so important that you can't tell me over the phone?
It's about Jerry. I think I know why he disappeared.
George and I have been seeing each other for about a year now. We got together in a chat room.
A year? So you just let some stranger you met on the internet into your home. Have you any idea how dangerous that is?
Oh, but he wasn't a stranger. We met a long time ago, didn't we?
So, what?
He was in your dad's regiment.
Best friend I ever had. I always wanted to dance with your mum. He always asked her first.
We haven't seen each other for, what, 50 years? I was doing a bit of surfing, and I found this website that was dedicated to his old regiment, so I popped into the chat room just to see if there were a few familiar faces still around, and there he was.
It's amazing.
Don't worry. I'll take care of your mum.
You? You'll probably need to go into care yourself.
Maybe he will. Maybe you will one day. But what's wrong with us making the most of the time we've got left?
How do you know he isn't just after your money?
You're a fine one to talk.
I should go.
I'll see you out.
No, you don't have to.
No, it's no trouble.
Are you two going to be okay?
I think so. That boy was always bad at sharing.
No, I meant you and George.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Well, here's that leaflet of gentle exercise. Maybe George will find it helpful too.
Don't you worry about George. He gets plenty of exercise.
Well, I better go, but listen, if you have any questions, just call me. And good luck. I hope you and George will be very happy together.
We already are.
How much do you know?
Your mother's always been going on about how well her boy's doing. So I thought I'd find out for myself. I looked up your company on the internet, made a couple of phone calls. Tell me, did your mother have any idea how close you are to being bankrupt?
Have you told her?
No, not yet.
I think we can work this out. I don't care what the doctor says. My mum needs looking after properly. And if you could help persuade her that she needs to go into care, I could make it worth your while. I mean, you could have a portion of the profits, or I could make you a sleeping partner once the business is up and running. What do you say?
I think I'll go and see how your mum is.
Oh, come on, what kind of answer's that?
You want an answer? Then I'll tell you. If your father were alive today, he would be ashamed of you.
What do you know? You're not my father!
Peter! Leave him alone.
Hiya, Ollie. Here. Get your laughing gear around this. I can't believe that barman didn't know how to make a proper Sex on the Beach. I had to give him a secret recipe. Mind you, that's not all I'd like to give him.
You must be Simon.
Guilty. Okay, a bit about me. I'm a Virgo, and I like clubbing, early Britney Spears, anything with Brad Pitt in it, and Thai food. Now, tell me about you.
Well, as you know, I'm a GP.
Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. Here, try some of mine. Oh, what am I doing? You've got one of yours already. Here, got to warn you. A couple of these and I'm anybody's.
Is that right?
I tell you what winks and goes like a tiger?
I don't know.
Get it?
Yeah, I got it.
And to think I thought it was me you were worried about.
I was. I am.
You wanted me out of my house so that you could sell it and pay off your debts.
Mum.
No, really, it was a very good idea. Killing two birds with one stone.
No, look, it wasn't like that. Look, I'd have made sure you were looked after. Just you wouldn't believe what these houses go for. You know, I thought I could get the business going again and, you know, maybe make a profit. I mean, it wasn't like I was stealing from you. I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't desperate.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
How could I? Dad always said being in debt brought dishonour on the family. Oh, yeah. He was always so strong, so sure.
So, what are you going to do?
Don't know.
Why don't you have a word with George? Don't let the fact that he looks like a scarecrow put you off. He's got a fair bit put away, you know.
Why would he want to help me?
Oh, he wouldn't be doing it for you. Your dad was a very brave man. If you'd visited him a bit more at the end, you'd know just how brave he was. They served in Korea together. They'd been told to withdraw, but they had to get back to their lines. Your dad saw that George had fallen, so he ran back to help him. That's how they became friends. And that's why George let your father have the first dance.
You don't look very happy. It's this place, isn't it? I've never been here before, and now I know why. It's a bit strange, isn't it?
It is strange. It's just a regular bar.
No.
Yeah.
You mean that's a real woman?
Yeah.
No. I thought this was a real scene place. I mean, why would they call it the Leather Bar? I dressed up special.
It's as in Leatherbridge.
I don't get it.
This town, right, is Leatherbridge.
Mm.
So they've called it the Leather Bar.
Oh. What am I like? You must think I'm completely stupid. Look, I think a little toast is in order. To Ben, for being a little devil and playing Cupid.
Yeah. Cheers, Ben.
I know there's a sofa in here somewhere. Do you want a drink?
No. Do you think that's wise?
I meant a cup of tea. I'm getting myself one.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'd be great.
What's in the folder?
What?
The folder. What's in it?
I think you better sit down.
That's the voice you do when you're going to give a patient bad news.
Faith? I know who Joe really is.
You were out there for ages. I thought he'd never leave.
We had a lot to talk about.
Oh, don't tell me you two were getting along.
I wouldn't go so far as that. He's coming again tomorrow, bringing his business plan. We'll see. You all right, love?
It's been a very long day.
Do you remember this one?
I used to love dancing. Maybe Peter's right. How long before you're pushing me around in a chair and feeding me?
You mustn't say things like that.
Well, it's going to happen sooner or later. You're a good man, George. I don't want to end up being a burden
Now,
to you.
you listen to me. You could never be a burden.
Oh, George, that's very kind of you.
Kind. I want to take care of you. I was an idiot to let Albert have that first dance. I'm not letting you go again.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
His name was Carl Kane. He came in last week. He was acting suspicious, asking questions about you and Jerry.
Hang on a minute. He came in last week and you've only just got round to telling me.
I thought he was a stalker or something. So I confronted him.
You did what?
I had to.
Ben! You can't keep fighting my battles for me. You could have got hurt.
I'm fine. Carl told me that he knew Jerry, except his name wasn't Jerry back then.
Jimmy Redfield. Yeah, I know. Lots of people change their names. It's no big deal.
Carl's brother lived near Jimmy when he was a kid. They weren't exactly friends. What Carl told me was so unbelievable, well, I had to do some research.
What is it? I don't understand. What's this got to do with Jerry?
Jimmy Redfield killed Carl's brother.
What?
I wanted to tell you before, but I wasn't sure. I only had Carl's word. But then I found this.
Why are you saying all this?
Because it's the truth.
No. You're jealous of me, aren't you? You can't stand the idea that someone else might actually make me happy, that I don't need you anymore, so you make up all this?
I spoke to a reporter who was there when he was convicted. I'm not